It's time.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to SFS Gaming, where we're streaming for Sammy. I'm Buck. It's big GAC day, big Conquest day, big TB day, and hopefully a big kit reveal day, which hopefully we'll be able to cover all of it. We'll definitely get the GAC and some TB done for sure. Yes, Batman, the hurricane wasn't bad for you, but now you're sick and you're having a chemical fire. Well, if you're talking about the chemical fire in Georgia, yeah, I've been seeing that on the news. And the hurricane, while it seems to have spared a lot of other areas, seems to have done most of its damage in the elevated parts of the state of North Carolina. So it's pretty bad down there. I'm hoping they start getting the help that they need. I know my in-laws are in. They're in South Carolina, but like 20 minutes from Savannah, Georgia, so they're kind of right there at the line. And they said the worst that happened was a tree got blown over onto their neighbor's house. So yeah, they dodged a bullet too, which we're thankful for because my in-laws have had to evacuate up here several times because of hurricanes. But luckily, they got to shelter in place for this one. But yeah, okay. So as always, we're on the baby account first for the GAC, and we're fighting a 6.1 million account in Carbonite 4, which, if you're not aware, Carbonite 4 is the second lowest possible tier of GAC. We're looking at a 6.1 million account with no GLs. And no super ships. So while they seem to have a lot of requirements to certain places, they also are packing some bloat. Like the world does not yet exist that these guys need to be Relic 7. And like if they did it for the Malik event, like he's not even 7 stars. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why. Like it would, for me, like the ad system would be better. Is like when you join the stream, you get ads, and then you're ad immune for a while. But that doesn't seem to be what goes down. So anyway, this guy has a 6.1 million account in Carbonite 4. He has put nothing but relics down, which I just don't think I've got the firepower to punch through everything. I just don't think it's there. Even with, like, okay, so there's synergy between these two, but there's no leader. Like I could probably throw my Wampa Omicron at one of these and have a chance to come out on top. But which one? I have a feeling since he's got Negotiator and all those ships that the ship zone is probably untouchable. So maybe if I just punch through this bottom, I'd have a shot. So, well, hey there, Sop. How you doing, brother? So because of this guy is apparently just bad at life or GAC or whatever, we'll just see what happens. If we punch through, we'll see if we can kill the back wall. Although I'm sure the back wall is loaded with a freaking. I'm sure the back wall is loaded down with more of his massive quantity of relics. But we'll see. If we get through this, cool. If we don't, we'll just head over to the main account. You know, there's only so much we can do here when we're this outgunned. Hey, all right. Wampa didn't let us down. You must have your Lord Vader fired up, my friend. Well, congratulations. Um, so obviously this guy can full clear me if he wants to. Like that's not going to be an issue for him. So I'm gonna say, hey, I cleared a zone here, and hopefully maybe he's cool and won't show up. I don't know, but yeah, we don't have a shot to do much else in that particular fight. Sop, are we allies on this account? Let's see. Sapper. I know we are on my main, so we'll have to take a peek. We'll have to take a peek. Hi, Bucky. What's going on, buddy? All right. Yeah, I'm fighting another cold. Another gift. Another gift from school from my beloved son. Brought home yet another cold. It's like this the first couple of months when school starts in the United States. It's just like this. It's just, hey, prepare to be sick all the time. All right, well, we'll head to the main account. And we'll see how that one goes. I think I still need to do the galactic chip. Oh, the camera went out. And it should be back. And there we go. But yeah, we got all sorts of stuff to try to handle today. But okay, allies. Manage. Where's Sapa? Sapa. I know you're here. We looked at you the other day, didn't we? Ah, look at that. We got a lovely Shinha T portrait, and we've got the We got the sexy, sexy, sexy Lord Vader. All the Zetas. Relic 3. Gotta love it. Look at that protection. Nice, Sopper. Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, Mara. Dude, Mara's, I mean, yeah, Mara is so freaking important to certain Empire teams. Absolutely. Absolutely. But congrats on the Lord Vader unlock, buddy. That's got to feel good. Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Spare is like, oh well, I used all the ones I had budgeted, and I've got enough for us for upgrade on somebody. So yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. Kairos. Dude, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's awesome tenacity, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, you will not have a problem with stuns or any of that crap. Ooh. I mean, buy them whenever you can. Farm them, buy them whenever you just yeah. They're the biggest barrier now. It used to be stun guns, and now it's Kairos. Yeah, always. You're never done. You're never done. You're never done. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, just like it. Oh, well, look at that. Look at that. A nice little bonus Omicron for the day. It never hurts my feelings. Yeah, those kind of finishing your ships like in your GLs, you're finishing your project character. It's one of the best feelings in the game. But then it's also one of those feelings where it's like, oh well, now I have to move to something else. Now I have to start. So it's a double edged sword. Dude, that's awesome. No refreshes, two Omicrons in 3 days. I don't think you're wrong. I have been seeing Omicrons. I mean, I'm not going to say once a week, but I feel like I've been getting them a little more regularly than I have been previously, where it would be months before you would get an Omicron to drop from the Cantina nodes. And then, yeah, I swear. I think you're right. Okay, so we can see our opponent did some attacking, but has not full cleared. Let's see what's going on. Okay. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Okay, so they dropped a battle against Leia. One shot everything else. Dropped a battle against my Qui-Gon. One shot everything else. One shot fleets. But the back wall, I did a little surprise. Okay, they dropped a battle. They took out Great Mother, but dropped it. And then dropped two against Obi-Wan. So in theory, they could still probably take out these three. They could probably take out these four, but they can't full clear. Yeah, decided to do a little surprise. So hopefully yeah, yeah. The C3PO event. I think it's better or easier now if you have Nisa, but yeah, goddamn, what a absolute bitch of an event. Okay, so we've got a legit shot to win this. Here's the thing. So I put JMK on defense because I was like, I had a feeling that that would catch people by surprise with his Omicron and everything. But that means obviously JMK is not available for a counter. So typically, what I would be looking to do here is I would do SLKR and I would do JMK. Sith Eternal maybe just because of how this is set up. Um, the trio to knock this out real fast, and then this. I mean, we could probably throw gas at it and be fine. They do have Ray. They do have Ray up here. And they do have this up here. Um, but I'm not overly concerned. This is the thing I'm the most worried about on the wall. This too, but Lord Vader's been pretty consistent, so I think we'll be okay. Here's the problem, or the issue. The issue I have is if my counter that I have in mind for this doesn't work. Should I get Geo Omi? Do you mean Poggle? The Poggle Omi? If you're doing territory wars, then yes. If not, then no. And also, like, does your Wampa have its Omi? There's more important Omis than the Poggle, the lesser Omicron. So if you're not doing territory wars and they're not going on defense, it's not really worth it. That's my opinion. So Captain Enoch worked out for us really, really well here. So that's what we're trying first. If Captain Enoch wins, great. If not, we're going to have to adjust. So this could be over before it starts. I have to be able to clear this wall. I have to. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. So Enoch is the kickoff play here. There's a pretty decent amount of defense, scattering of other stats. Support, we're going to have to kill Kersantin a bunch of times. Lots of defense, but the Blight and the True Damage doesn't care about defense. So Enoch worked very, very well for us. I think it's got a shot to work now. We're going to give it a go. We're going to see what happens. And yeah, and we're going to go from there. Hopefully it goes as well as the last time did. I'm very, very hopeful here. So, and then if this goes well, we'll tackle Leia. Hopefully it goes well. And if those two fall, I'm going to feel pretty good about our chances. So let's, I don't see any more reason to delay. TB is kicking off here in about 45 minutes. So we got to get moving so we can start covering the other things we need to cover. So, I mean, here we go. Enoch is not looking too good. But you know who else isn't looking too good? Bausch. Mm. All right. Well, that is unfortunate, but we're going to have to try to adapt and adjust. So, oh, that sucks. I mean, we were so close to getting Bausch down. So close. Okay. So if we had gotten Bausch down, we would have had a lot of options for cleanups, but this is not the way this one's going to go. Okay. Okay. How do I want to do this? All right. Well, easy enough to get past that with SLKR. But now we have to do a Leia without an SLKR. So this might this might completely determine the whole shebang here. Yeah, what's up, Hap? Ah, my plans for GAC kind of went awry, but so we're having to pivot. Yeah, I'm freaking sick again. I got another cold that Sammy brought home from school, so I'm obviously very happy to be here, very happy to be doing this, but man, I'm tired of being sick. Dude, that's nuts. Well, I mean, if he does get a basic off, he will get foresight, but still, I mean, but to dodge every single one is just dumb. No foresight, yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, so that got us some movement in the right direction. Now, what to do to clean up a solo Leia? Oh, yeah, dude. Dude. I don't know what to tell you. It's pretty trash. It's pretty trash. Yeah, they definitely like. I don't know if other people are noticing the same thing. It's possible that they are. Um, and if they are, if that's the case, then yeah, like something needs to be said to like. It's probably a bug. It at this point, I'm not willing to accept that it's anything other than a bug. It's probably a bug, and it needs to be addressed by CG. Um, because the numbers of this that we're seeing is it's too high to be it's just too high. I've noticed dodge has gone up in the game significantly anyways. Like that's something I've been commenting on about quite a bit, that dodge just seems to be um, more and more out of hand. But it's too much to be anything other than a bug to me at this point. It seems like it's just happening too often, and it shouldn't be happening that often. I mean, that was pretty awesome. Leia just dodged this, which I've never seen before. Wow. Okay, we might be done. This Datacron is so out of hand. This is completely out of hand. Well, Hap, even if you go, man, I hope we at least get to see you from time to time on the channel. I understand. I understand. Like my tolerance and love for this game rises and falls with the Datacron sets. And I really, 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 really hate Datacron sets that kind of pigeonhole you into like, well, you need to use this to counter it, and if you don't have this, you're shit out of luck, and blah blah blah. That sort of stuff really, really aggravates me a lot. It bothers me quite a bit. It shouldn't be like that. Um, Counters. I don't know. It is what it is. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. And this Datacron, the fact that this Datacron has not gotten nerfed, because this should say at the start of their first turn, but it's every turn. It's every turn. So if you don't have something to match that ramping, you're screwed. Okay, well, I have some ideas, but we'll circle back to this. We'll clean out the rest of the front walls and kill their fleets, and then we'll revisit this. I have an idea. I have an idea. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Because I mean, the honest to God fact is there is some cheesy ways to get around JMK when he's on defense, and he's just so consistently awesome for offense. You know, there's not much he can't kill. So I mean, I understand it. I get it completely. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm kind of glad that 3v3 is winding down, and I'm also glad that this we're nearing the end of this Datacron set. The with the we've got one more. We'll have the 5v5 round to contend with, but you know, we'll be getting near the end of that whole thing here very very soon. You're going to take a minute to whittle our way through her. We didn't ramp his offense up very much with basics before we pop the ultimate, so it's just going to take a minute. Lots of defense on the Kron. There it is. This 3v3 wasn't bad for me. I'm more excited about we're getting close to this Datacron set going away. This is what excites me more than anything else. Okay, so what are we? We're not looking at much in the way of offense here. Um, Okay. All right. Good luck to you, brother. Good luck to you. Hmm. Actually, you know what? Let's looking at what I've got. Let's Star Killer this. We're gonna have to kill the tanks twice. They do have tank revive, so that was why I was kind of leaning towards the 501st. But hey, Danny. Well, I mean, if you've got C and GBA and Watt and you get lucky, I mean, you can set it up for a fairly decent two shot if you can, if you can get rid of Cat especially. But yeah, he's uh, he's not a yabba dabba do time, and that's for sure. Oh well. Wow, these guys are just like going fucking ham. Yep, saw that coming. All right, well, that was one of the more odd Star Killer fights I've ever had. I'm glad I decided to not stick with my this feels like overkill theory because it definitely was not overkill. It was definitely an appropriate amount of force. Okay, so here's where I can also completely lose the round if this doesn't go well. Yeah, that's the GAC, kids. That's the GAC. So gonna be so glad when this set goes away. Can't fucking stand this set. Can't stand this shit. Always a Datacron that makes Ray a pain in the ass. Always a Datacron. And then of course they're like, oh well, we'll also give her a fucking, we'll give her a booster character because God knows she needed that too. Um, yeah, I hate, I really really hate Datacrons, but um, well, I do want to try one more thing. We'll see if a full. I'm gonna take a peek at this. If a full clear is possible, I'm gonna try one more thing against Ray, but yeah, that fucking Emphis Kron is just always a. There's always something. It's always something. It's always something with that character. Hey, Hippo, what's going on, brother? Too much ramping. Too much ramping and too much defense. Oh, wow. Okay. Attaboy Paz. I haven't looked at the GC yet at all. Okay, well, a full clear might still be possible. We just got to get by that ray up top, and then we can go from there. Yep. All right. All right. Well, that's the GAC, folks. It is what it is. Let's take a look at this Galactic Challenge for this week. Jedi Malachor, F. Koth lead, Hut Cartel, stun 30 times, undersized squad, complete the battle. Okay. All right, well, let's just go ahead and pull the shoot on the Hut Cartel. Yeah, Hut Cartel is pretty cake. We're gonna go to work on the stuns portion of it next. All right. So when I need to work on stuns, for one of these, I bring in the Star Killer lineup, kinda the Star Killer lineup. Um, Although I might kick him out. I was thinking for bonus stats, but yeah, it's definitely a concern. I mean, that might make a difference. That might make a difference. I mean, uh 30 stuns is, I mean, I don't know, maybe this will work. Maybe just this will be enough or not enough or whatever. But what does this do? Yeah, well, we're not going to use that. Yeah. 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 I mean, we got the undersized done, which I was like, oh, that'll be a Bane thing. Um, I mean, I suspect I was somewhere in the ballpark of 20, which means we need to try to you need to try to stretch that battle out way longer than I think Palp is gonna allow for. Well, there's been rumors that a counter has been coming for a long time, but there's a part of me that wonders if the whole reason we don't have one right now is because, or if we don't have one at all, is because say you do get it, but for whatever reason the game doesn't count it. Like there would be a lot of screenshots floating around of, oh, I got the 30 and blah, and then fake screenshots. There's a lot of issues with it, but yeah, a counter is a very basic feature, and the fact that we don't have one's not great. Dude, I could. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That's insane. That's insane. Hmm. Like this is such a go-to for stuns. Like, I'm trying to Phoenix and calling Zeb to assist. Is I think I read what I think that's what I. Yeah, Hippo. I can't remember. I followed a guide, and it wasn't from It wasn't a guide that was from a typical, like, not one of the usual suspects. You know, it's not an Arnold. It wasn't a Scribe guide. It wasn't Bit Dynasty. I can't remember whose guide I followed. But yeah, I very similar sort of, like, you needed to get her to certain places stats wise and have all sorts of things go. Huh. Yeah, I haven't looked at anybody's videos yet today. I've been trying not to, and it's not because I don't want to give those guys plugs. I mean, Bit and Scribe have provided me so many guides to get through things. So we're JML. Well, we'll just go ahead and turn on Jedi nonstop. Call Ayla to us. That's really fucking clever. That's really fucking clever. Shakti, Hoda, and Ayla. Wait, you know what? Let's. Yeah, I feel like I'm killing them too fast. I feel like I'm killing them too fast. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we definitely didn't get it. I don't. I think we were closer with Mara and Palp. Yeah, and that is a big issue with. And I'm not trying to be negative towards Bit or Scribe or Arnold, but their videos. Those guys they're insanely dialed in with everything. They've got outstanding mods. They've got all the characters. They've got all the toys. They've got it all. They've got it all at their disposal. It's very, very hard. I would say that they are above average, right? I mean, I think that's probably fair. And while I might also be considered above average on my main account, I also consider myself to not be anywhere near. I feel like I'm maybe a more realistic representation of like what an account maybe at this level, if you've got all the GLs unlocked, blah blah blah, looks like with mods. I'm not loaded down with a shit ton of mods. Above average in your heart. Well, I'm above average in nobody else's heart, not even my mom. My mom, yes, my mom. You ask my mom. The best thing I've ever done with my life was have my son, and then after that, she just has to think about it. She doesn't. My mom loves me. She's very supportive. But other than my height and my weight, I don't consider myself above average on anything. I think I'm an insanely normal person. Yeah, and no idea, like baseline. What do we? How many did we get there? Rough guess. I'm saying we got half. And the cold pills I took literally did nothing to help me. They do. If you do this, you do true damage based on his protection. So maybe but that's the call to assist. You know, big, that's the big call to assist that gets a bunch of turns for her. So unless he did it without that, and he just did this to have a full-time awesome tank just chilling. See, and then the question always becomes, is it counting the attempt even if the stun doesn't land, or does the stun have to land? That's always the question that needs to be considered. Counts attempt. So anytime she's doing a basic, it is counting. But yeah, using this is so much true damage that we probably just don't want to do that. So we just have to use the normal assist calls, plus use Luke's AoE when it's available. Yeah, my Jedi Knight Luke he's slow as shit, but I've got a lot of offense on him. Yeah, these assists are not helping. Yeah, dude, he's an awesome character. When I started playing the game first and I started understanding, like, and looking at the journey guide and things like that, this right here was the character I wanted more than anybody else. It was him, and then it was the Revens. Like, very tied for second and third, you know, whatever. Tied for second, the Revens were right after Jedi Knight Luke. Mm. Yeah, we didn't get it. What was the Phoenix team? Just calling Zeb to assist a lot? Is that what I saw? Hera, Zeb, Kane, and Chopper, C-Rex. Just calling Zeb as much as possible. I mean, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. Um, 30 is so goddamn excessive, though. And then Chopper. Um, oh, you know what? I don't want to give him that Omega. I don't want him doing any more damage than possible. Yeah, actually, honest to God, this one feels like the most promising. Like legit has felt the most promising since I've started it. Oop, not anymore. Not anymore. Funny how they go for the one guy that's doing the stun. Well, I guess he can stun too with his second ability, but funny how they go for the guy doing all the stunning, huh? I mean, we'll find out. I mean, I feel like we're definitely getting a lot of attempts, but did we get 30? Very, very hard to tell. Very hard to tell. Nope. I mean, that legit felt like the one with the highest potential, though. I'll tell you that. Um, I wonder if we kicked out, like, maybe if we kicked out Kanan and did it with less people, so we just, less damage being thrown around. I don't know. But we can keep trying it. We can keep trying it. I mean, we were insanely close. I know that. It felt very, very close. It felt very, very close. 7-day calendar for what? What's on the calendar? I think I grabbed it. I think I grabbed it. I'm not sure, but I think I might have grabbed it. Or at least I grabbed it on my second account. I don't know that I grabbed it on this one. Oh, whoa. All right, C-Rex. Save some for the rest of us, would you? Oh yeah, there it is. 7-day bonus calendar. Cool. All right. Well, it should be coming our way to the mailbox. Reload. Well, hopefully we're getting that kit reveal for the Marok guy here pretty soon. I do need to hop in and to TB. And then, Conquest is in 40 minutes, man. I mean, unreal. Unreal that we're back to Conquest already, but I mean, hey, as far as bonus calendars go, I mean, getting a Zeta day one is not the worst thing in the world. The rest of it's pretty meh. The rest of it's pretty meh, but we'll take it. Free stuff's free stuff. We like free stuff. Yeah. Yep. This is a lot of people don't like this particular Monday because it's a lot of things thrown at you all at once, and I don't think anybody looks forward to Conquest starting. Um, I mean, it is kind of nice that it does coincide a little bit with the end of GAC, so you're getting that taken off your plate for the first half of the Conquest, but still, it's a lot, man. It's an absolute ton of content to have to worry about. Yeah, no, I'm 100%. I mean, I obviously play the crap out of GAC like anybody else, but mostly because I want my crystals, and if you don't show up, you don't get paid. So, today will end GAC, and then we'll get a big dump of crystals tomorrow, which is awesome. The end of the season rewards alone kind of make it worth it, at least in Kyber. All right, what are we looking at here for Corellia mixed side zone? This is the mixed side. We need a Grand Amalthron and a 3PO assigned 2. Operation 2, we need... There he is. Yeah, I mean, I think I did... What did I do? I think I went 5 and 4 maybe on my main account, and then I don't remember what I did on my secondary account. I know we're gonna here in about a month we're getting a new Datacron set. It'll launch with Conquest, and actually it'll probably launch with Balin, because I think we're gonna have Balin here in about 3 weeks, give or take. Because if we're getting Merrick Thursday, we'll have a week to do his event, and then it'll be a week or two after that event ends that we're gonna get Balin. And he's gonna have his own Datacron, which I suspect will be from the next set. And you get the Datacron from unlocking him. Yeah, Grax, my I don't know if you were lurking or not, but my opponent on my free to play account or my alternate account was a 6.1 million. 6.1 million in Carbonite 4. Isn't that cute? Yeah, ridiculous, just ridiculous. Yeah, they need to, and they being CG, they need to take another look at. They need to take another look at Grand Arena. It needs sorting again. It needs to be sorted out. Yeah, dude, Ray is just. I wish they could make it make sense to me. That's my problem with Ray. Is like make it make sense. She's got the fastest charging ultimate. She's got one of the hardest hitting ultimates. When she's in ultimate, you can't kill anybody. Well, you can, but you have to literally take them down one health at a time. And so if if they're at 10 health, you can maybe kill them before she launches the ultimate, fine, whatever. But make it make sense to me. Like, why she just seems to have every advantage and others, and then you look at people like Lord Vader and you look at Sith Eternal who can't get shit done against a lot of characters. I mean, I'll stay in Kyber 2. I was hoping to get back to Kyber 1. But here's the honest God's truth. The way that Kyber 1 is being squeezed, I'm facing people who normally probably would be in Kyber 1. And I used to there for a while. I was bouncing back and forth between being in Kyber 1 and not being in Kyber 1. And I don't suspect I'm going to get back to Kyber 1 anytime soon. I think probably when GL Tano comes out, since I'm hoping to be a day one adopter, I'm wondering if that's going to make the difference between me being and staying in Kyber 1. Balin 2 maybe will make a difference. But yeah, it's also this Datacron set that we're currently, both the Datacron sets, although this newest one that we're dealing with is not as horrible as the one before. They need to, whenever defense just keeps rolling up on Datacrons, it just makes my asshole pucker. Because it narrows your options, and then when your options get to be that narrow, you might have one or two counters possible for a team, and then if you lose with those counters like we saw today, you're done. So, it's just one of those things that kind of bugs me when you get defense that high. And this thing with Leia ramping up that much health and protection and whatnot should not be a thing ever. This should just never be a thing with any tank, much less, it's just, they need to take a long, hard look at Datacrons. People are pissed about the Sanderson sisters Datacron, rightfully so, but yeah, they need to take a look at Datacrons. They're too much of a factor in the game, in my opinion. Thank you, sweetheart. We had a pretty heated debate about this the other week here on the channel we had a lot of folks offering input. I think the stat weighting needs reduced across all Datacrons. You just should not be able to roll hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of percentage of. Did I accidentally trigger his ultimate? I guess I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But yeah, I want to save that for the start. Get rid of the bugs real quick. Yeah, I want them to get rid of the super stats. Like, give some stats. Stats are fine, but when you can get a 300% defense Datacron, that's to me problematic. He just did not like Darth Revan very much, did he? I mean, I had a battle a few rounds ago where it was a 246% defense cron. Like I haven't seen big one. Like Arnold is like watching his. He saw one. I think it was 360%. Like come on. Like any way you want to fucking look at it, that's insane. That is an absolute insane amount of stats. I think they should limit the stats or limit the rolls. You know, like you can only roll defense X amount of times. You know, stuff like that. Maybe, maybe, yeah. Which again is fucking insanity. Not what I wanted. Did not want that guy getting damage immunity. Yep, that's what happens. How many did you see? How many dodges that was in a row? It was too fucking many. I'll tell you that. But seriously, wow, unbelievable amount of dodging. Can SLKR take a turn anytime soon? Maybe, please, possibly. There we go. Thank you so fucking much. I will say Crew is holding his own rather well. All right. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, and we're just not going to bother with the fleet battle. We don't need it to 3-star, so it's optional. I just don't feel like dealing with it today. I'm enough under the weather that even with these cold pills I've been taking, they're not helping that much. I slept so much. Slept so damn much last night. And then I slept till like almost 10 a.m. my time this morning. And I feel like I could go back to sleep. That's the worst part of it all. Is I feel like legitimately I could go back to bed. Only took 2 tries? Nice. Yeah, I mean, it didn't drain my soul so much as it's just like I got other stuff to do. And I've got the 2 Omicrons locked in, so it's like, how bad do I really want to beat my head off of a brick wall for a red crate? You know, I mean, to me, that's always where the line lies, is the balance between time investment and reward investment. And to me, if you get your two Omicrons, I think you're in fantastic shape. And then anything after that is a bonus. But like the baseline needs to always try to be the 2 Omicrons. That's for sure. I mean, and the real soul draining hasn't even started yet. We slept 23 minutes. Yeah, and exactly. And I can red crate in theory. It's one of those things where I have to sit and ask myself, is it worth it to try to red crate? That's the issue. Is the red crate worth the effort? And sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. And when you have to try to keep an enemy team alive that seems like they're made of glass to try to get 30 stun attempts, that's when it's, to me, starts becoming less worth it. But, you know, this is one of those scenarios where it's up to each individual. But I'm happy with 2 Omicrons. I think most other players are happy with 2 Omicrons. My favorite thing in the world is when you get those videos from Bit or from Scribe, and they're just like, do you want to know what's not worth it? Going for Red Crate. Get your Omicrons and call it a day. Here's how I did it. Like, those are my favorite videos because it's honest. It's the most pure form of honesty you can see. It's just like, hey, look, like, this one's too much and it's not worth it. I love seeing shit like that from creators. It's very refreshing because a lot of them will beat their heads against the walls to try to get the red crate, regardless of how worth it is or not. But I'm also kind of sort of in the camp that if you if you can't get something in one battle, that's my thing. Like, I don't like how you have to bring in multiple different teams, and you don't have to worry about the theme except for one of the feats. The rest can be done with another team. It's just like, okay, at that point, what are we even doing here? If you can't get it all with the bonus or with the whatever team, whatever super team you're looking at rocking, like, is it even a GC? Is it even a Galactic Challenge? Like, I'm not a fan of things you can't get done in one battle. I think that should be the baseline for every GAC. Is it possible to build a team to get this done or GC? Is it possible to build a team to get this done in one battle? And CG needs to be the ones asking themselves these questions, not us. And if the answer is no, then they need to change how they're doing that. You shouldn't have to spend an hour trying to max out a Galactic Challenge. That should be a 10, 15-minute activity at the start of your Monday and the start of your Friday. Or whatever day the second one comes out. I think it's Friday. But that should be it. That should be where the line is. It should be, can it be done in one battle? And if it can't be because of your roster limitations, but not because of the limitations they've established, that's one thing. And if then because of your own roster limitations, you need to use the second team, okay, fair enough. That's on you. But, I mean, it should be on them to try to set it up to be as streamlined as possible. And then add a counter. Just for nothing else than we have the data to know, okay, we need to make this adjustment. Oh, we're killing them a little too fast. Maybe I need to throw in a less damage in another tank or whatever. Like there's... just for clarity. Hopefully CG goes with the 2 p.m. Eastern time release for the Marok kit reveal, but I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, that looks like fun to me. This is a fun team, but man, they with the tenacity that seems to be built into these. Hi, Teddy. What's up, buddy? What's going on, mister? The dog has come to say hi, which means one of two things. He's hungry or he needs to go to the bathroom. Yeah, landing these stats, a very, very difficult thing to do. Oh, here the tenacity down took, so we're starting to see some progress. So this is a very fun team. Very fun team. Oh, you know, it occurs to me, I could definitely have used the Great Mothers here. Kind of gotten a feel for them without their Datacron, but oh well. Start chomping. You've got enough. Wow, resisted? What did he resist exactly? The true damage? Like, he should have taken 10 stacks of true damage from that bite, and it said resisted, so he didn't take any damage. Okay, hang on a second, buddy. All right, where do we... Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass for not using the Great Mothers somewhere. Because I haven't had the chance to use them in TV yet, so today would have been the perfect day. Maybe tomorrow. I should be able to squeeze them in somewhere tomorrow. I just have to remember to do it. Someone's got to remind my old ass. And I think we'll be able to do this battle, and then we will have to head to my fleet shard climb, and then we'll kick off Conquest and hopefully get the kit reveal, which we will pull up and read together, talk about, discuss, take our time with, and then I'll be ending the stream at about 3 o'clock my time to prepare for the arrival of my child. Not the birth, but him getting home from school. I think I'm going to keep, like, later on today, like when I'm sitting down just relaxing before dinner or something, or hanging out with Sam, I might just keep running it on my iPad with Phoenix, because that seemed like it had a nice balance of not killing them too fast but still having a lot of stuns. Like I said, I wonder if I dropped Kanan maybe just to reduce a little bit of the damage, if that would make the difference. All right, well, that was beautiful. And I'm checking out Discord just in case we are. This is where I get my. When the kit reveal comes out, I'll get a notification on Discord. So, and I have several that are pending, but none of them appear to be kit reveal is live. I mean, we are still a little too early, but. All right. Well, let's head to the fleet climb. We'll start the fight here soon. Wow, this never happens. I mean, like, in what should be a 50-50 chance, I win that flip maybe 25% of the time where I get to make the first move. Well, I will be crossing 12 million this week, I think, with Marok. I think he'll push me over the top. I've been kind of floating around there at the bottom of it, or just right before it, and yeah, I think Marok's going to be the one that does it. It's having high GP is awesome, but simultaneously, it's also can be a curse. It's like being super tall in real life. Yeah, it's great. It's got some advantages, but people are always asking you to get shit off of top shelves. I never ask a short person to grab me something off the bottom shelf, but you know, having high GP, it lets you get a lot of stuff done, but you're also hopefully facing your equals, which isn't always great because I remember at low GP, like punching up. One is one of the best feelings in the game. Oh shit, we killed him way too fast. Punching up is one of the best feelings in the game, hands down, bar none. Punching up is an amazing feeling, and I don't have many chances to like really punch up anymore. Like I'm not. If I'm punching up, it's like maybe a million GP at most, which doesn't feel like a massive punch up. But it was always just the best feeling when you had on paper zero chance of winning a GAC, being able to beat a guy who you should have no business even being in the same match with. That's an amazing feeling that I kind of miss. So we're just gonna sit on this for a couple of minutes, and then hopefully the kit reveal comes out right when Conquest launches, and then we're gonna go and play a little bit of Conquest, just kind of refresh in my head what we're looking like. I also hope today's kit reveal comes with some Punishing One information. Because from the looks of things, we should be getting that event, the chase, sometime in October as well. I mean, so then you're not only going to have to contend with a Balin event potentially, but you're going to have to contend with a chase for Punishing One. So it's a little bit shocking to me that they are that the Marok event seems to be coinciding a little bit with the GAC payout. So I'm wondering if they're going to announce that the Punishing One chase will begin like next week or something to try to make people have to choose between spending crystals on Marok and hoarding crystals for refreshes. Like it would not shock me for CG to do something like that. It's very, to me, atypical for them to schedule stuff like this around the end of a GAC where we're going to get a big chunk of crystals and people will be able to get a little bit bigger bites for free than they normally would be able to. We're going to hang out for about another 90 seconds, give or take. Yes, I understand I'm playing this weird, but I also don't care. I just figured I'd do something. And still, even not sabotaging their engines, I'm still like walking through this fleet. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny that still with an absolute misplay, I'm still in decent shape. But there we go. Now I'm at the point in time where I'm more than happy to go ahead and hit that. All right. We are moments away from Conquest. 1 minute, 37 seconds. So we'll do another run at this real fast with Phoenix and see if we can get lucky. I know he's not going to do... Yeah, fuck it. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. I know he's not going to do that much damage, but, I mean, simultaneous... I mean, unfortunately, this works so well because of C-Rex. Like, maybe I need to legit take C-Rex's mods off just so he's not hitting quite so damn hard. Well, they took Chopper out. Oh, he's draining their max health. That's why they're dying. That's why they start dying so fucking easy. He's using the event ability. Yeah, that's just dumb. I was just like, why? Like, how in the hell are these guys getting 7k damage and killing these guys off? It makes total sense now. He's draining their health the whole time. And that didn't do it. All right, well, we'll just revisit that later or not. I've got the two Omicrons, so I'm a happy kid. All right, hard mode commit. All right, and now activate pass. Yes. All right, come on, baby, come on, come on, come on. Finally, this is going slow for whatever reason. All right. Lovely stuff, people. Lovely stuff. We got us the Conquest Plus, which I will typically do for the first two Conquests, and then we'll just do the normal pass afterwards, although maybe not. Um, there are times when I do all three. It's just going to depend on how bad I need Omicrons, more or less. I mean, it's kind of, this is one of those things. But gets us, gets you a nice jump, lets you swap data discs for free. And then for me, it pretty much guarantees a red crate. So deployable cooling systems. Okay. So we need to that one. Yeah. Just throw that on right now, and then data disk wise, we'll throw massively OP on there, and then we'll knock out 2 feats right away. Globals, challenge path, full squad of Night Sisters, not a big deal anymore. Stagger, not a big deal if you've got the Padawan Obi-Wan Kron. That one's not horrible anymore. This one you can skip if you buy the pass. Same with this one. You can skip This is Knutson and User Instincts if you buy buy the Pass Plus because it gets you these rewards. So save you a few battles for sure, which in the long run saves you some energy. Tenacity down. Morgan Elsbeth, decaying 50 times, defeat 35 enemies with Gungans. Okay. And what do we have? Look at that. 2 green ability exhausts. My God. How did I get so lucky? How did I get so lucky? That is RNG at its best right there. All right, so now the question is... Wait, it's gain decay, right? So that means we need to use Enoch. Yeah. That means we need to use Enoch, which means I need to take those guys out and just go just normal. Any sign of a kit reveal yet? Anybody seen anything? I haven't gotten a notification yet on Discord. Nothing, yeah. Okay, well, we'll keep looking. I don't know why. Some weeks they'll do it at 2 my time. Some weeks it waits till 5 my time. So, I don't know. Probably depends on when they decide to come into the office, right? Out in Cali, they're already 3 hours behind me. Oh well, we know this lesson. We can't. We'll end up in a loop. He'll just drop and stand, drop and stand. Yeah, I really was hoping that they would update that ability to treat it more like with Sith Eternal. When you leak him and you get deceived on him and he loses all protection, he just stays down until everybody dies and then he stands back up. I kind of hope that they would fix it to be like that, but they have not as of yet. Because, I mean, it more or less makes this team, I'm not going to say you can't use it because you can. I mean, obviously you just do it on somebody else and take him down the old-fashioned way, but... All right, well. Oh, here we go. Clash of the Titans. Night Sister against Night Sister. Oh, who do we want to... You know what? Let's just... Let's just doom Daka and get it over with. Um, I will tell you, they actually do kind of sort of feel a little bit weaker than they had previously. I mean, massively overpowered helps a lot. You know, when you get that, you're doing true damage of 100,000, you know, or 99,999. On these lower enemies, it absolutely shreds them. I'm just waiting to see how long is it going to take me to face a Padme. 'Cause that's the team I don't ever want to face. Wow. Because, yeah, I absolutely, unequivocally, is that the word? Did I say it right? I cannot stand steadfast reprisal. I think it's a garbage modifier. It needs to not be in the game. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, they it feels a little different this time. Feels a little weaker. I don't know. It felt to me it felt like ally units can 100% on whenever an ally is summoned. So there's literally okay. So this one I had two ability exhausts of the same rarity. This one I have two helping hands of the same rarity. What's on this one? At least this one's all different. How fucking dumb. How fucking dumb. Yeah, I will say though, I'm gonna have to take massively overpowered off when I get to using the Imperial Remnant because they'll just kill everything too quick. They're gonna kill everything too quick, but I need to get stacks of decay. And unfortunately, I forgot to write down which frickin' feats I could skip. I can't remember if that's one I skipped or not. But it's more or less you just have to let the other team kill you. All right, how are we looking? What are they at? 50% stamina now? 50% stamina now. 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 50% stamina now another gas team. All right, this will probably be their last fight for the day. Although we're halfway, I think we got we should have 5 out of 10 on Morgan surviving, right? Yeah, 5 out of 10, 15 out of 50 for tenacity down. We can wrap that one up. We can wrap that one up pretty easily at any time. So maybe we'll start in with this one. Plus, the Imperial Remnant can do tenacity down. So we can start with that. I always try to be, as much as possible, working on something, trying to work on multiple things at once whenever you can. You got to be efficient in Conquest because of things like stamina and because of things like, mostly stamina, you know, and you might be limited on your team options. So you kind of have to, no, what the hell am I even, no, stop it. Somebody help me out. Oh, Sammy's school pictures are coming home today. We just got a message from his teacher. We're very excited and curious because my wife taught Sammy to start doing the peace sign whenever we take photos of him, and she was just doing it for selfies because, you know, it's cute, whatever, right? Well, he now does it with every photo, so we were just dying in curiosity if he's going to be doing the peace sign in his school photo. Just dying of curiosity. Should we just nuke out Rex and get them supercharged? So hopefully they start. We need them to, I mean, it might be we have to get some stamina down on these guys before we are able to have them start killing us. To start building the decay. But yeah, no, it is adorable. He just does it in every photo now. So we're just dying of curiosity if it's going to be like that in his school photo. We're getting so close to having somebody die to start getting these stacks built up. Yeah, I think we're going to have to bleed some stamina off of these guys. Oh, well, there's one. We're on our way. I'll, depending on if I'm still streaming when he gets home, I'll show you his school photo. If he's doing the peace sign, I'll show it to you. But yeah, it's completely adorable. My kid, he's just hilarious. I'm not sure how my wife feels though, like if she regrets teaching him how to do that, because now it is literally if he's aware that a photo is being taken, he's doing it. It's pretty funny stuff. All right, well, there's one. Oh, no, we don't want to kill him. We don't want to kill him. We want him to try to... Oh, we should focus on Cody. actually. It doesn't seem like it's going to matter that much. But yeah, I think once these guys' staminas get down a little bit farther, we'll be able to let a team knock down quite a few people. I mean, the Jawas might actually even be the team to do it. But right now, they're just still a little too durable. Are you getting good discs? Like everything seems to be pretty smooth over here too. Oop, hang on. Son of a bitch. I just got over that cold. That first one that he brought home like a week ago. And now here I am sick again. Oh, sweet. There. Oh, wrong guy. Gosh damn you, Rex. You killed the wrong person. Because, yeah, with him dead, he can crit. And if they die from crits, they don't get decay. But we're getting a couple, so, I mean, it's not the end of the world. There's another one. I mean, it's, we're picking a few up. It's kind of hard to complain. I did want to start getting these. It's, you know. I guess that is the result we were looking for. To find a way to farm it. We're getting good tenacity down at 8 of 50. I mean, it's going to take a while, but that's actually a Padme node is not the worst thing in the world for that because you're killing yourself more or less, So a good Padme node could actually be a great place to cheese that as long as Enoch is able to stay alive. That's the issue. You got to keep Enoch up until you start getting the decays. Oh, now I'm kind of, should I nuke out Rex so he doesn't, actually, you know who I should have nuked out Baby Tano because she's the one stripping taunt off of this guy. Oh, he's got it. Nice. All right, well, we picked up some more. We picked up some more. That's the important part, I guess. That's a slow one. There's not a great way to cheese that. Like I said, maybe here. Maybe here. Win with full geos, win with only light set. I can't remember what I ended up doing with that, but my geos aren't amazing. 11 of 50. You know, we're on our way. We're on our way. We're almost done with that. Gungan units. I mean, I can use the Gungans here. It should be pretty straightforward. This might end up being a good team for getting these done. Although I legitimately forgot, this team is different when he's the leader. It's nowhere near as scary. Yep, nowhere near as scary. I feel fortunate that we got the one, to be honest with you. Maybe the Jawas with the thermal detonators. I mean, as long as we might be able to get a bunch of guys killed, as long as Enoch stays alive for the Decada, so they're not getting crit. Might be a good place. What are we looking at here? Pretty much the same up top as down below. Health, protection, potency, offense, defense, health, dot, mini shield, and yeah, it's pretty much 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other on this. So, we'll see. We'll see if there's a decay cheese to be found here. I mean, we're not really getting that many stacks of thermals on it. Was it glitched the last time? Was there a bug with how thermals were being stacked? Because with the number of turns I've taken, I should have lots and lots of thermals on me at this point. I remember this being a pain in the ass with the number of thermals that were being thrown. And now it doesn't seem like I'm hardly taking any. Weird. Very, very unusual. My awesome, man. Awesome geos right here. I don't even know if they've all got mods on them, to be fair. What's weak spot do? Hmm. Well, that didn't go so. That didn't go so. That didn't go so well, did it? We'll throw that bad boy back on. 2% offense for all debuffs. I mean, that's pretty good. And then ability exhaust is, obviously 10 debuffs, and you apply ability block. I'm a giant fan of stacking offense, especially in Conquest. It can be a difference maker in the later sectors. Ability of block or ability exhaust, I feel like, is common enough that I feel like you'd find another one. But I mean, that's not an easy choice. But I would maybe go with. Yeah, I think I would go weak spot. I think is the right call. I think weak spot's the right call. Oh, needed one more turn with everybody alive. Oh, but hey, we got that. We got that done. All right. So what do we have for? That's over prepared. I don't know why this is still like rotate this out for something a little more useful because yeah, it's not. That is not useful at all. Yeah, weak spot. I feel like weak spot's the right call. I feel like weak spot's definitely the right call. Yes, steadfast retribution can absolutely die in a fucking fire. Oh, so fucking close. You know what, let's throw that on. Hopefully it makes enough of a difference. But yeah, steadfast retribution is just the worst. It's just the fucking worst. Like, whoever thought it was a good idea, like, I really hope you stub your toe on your bed frame in the middle of the night. All right, well, there we go. We just needed to be a little bit faster. A little bit of offense, a little bit of over-prepared of our own to handle that. So should have maybe done that a little sooner, but whatever. Win with only light side characters. Okay, well, that we can do simply enough by... Ooh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. let's just take a peek. Like, we're getting some very, very, very good progress on a lot of things. This stagger one being half done already is amazing. These two being done already is amazing. I hope it does, Graxy. I hope it does, bud. And we're at 69 cards. I mean, you kind of want to just stop playing right then and there. All right, and there's our 2 bonus Omicrons. We got some more Luthien shards, which I have yet to do anything with Luthien other than a little bit of gear. You know, I don't feel like it's a bad thing that I have to prioritize Tano and Balin. Luthien, yeah, he's a pain in the ass, but there's enough counters to him right now that all right, what do we got here? Volatile, assertive, helping hands, critical tactics, volatile, again, honed skills, and honed skills, and potency. So I've got a choice between shit, and dog shit. So assertive command, I guess. That assist can be very useful, I suppose. All right, we're going to actually, we got to take off. Massively overpowered yet again. And we'll throw the remnant back into play here. This team can be enough of a pain in the ass that I feel like they should be able to get some decays going fairly effectively here. Especially with them being at 50%. Like, this might be the node. This might be the node to farm it. Nice, man. You're just cruising through. That's awesome. I need you guys to start killing some fucking zombies. Would you please? Yeah, dude, Lord Vader, I know in a lot of content and in a lot of ways he is lacking as a character. But okay, there we go. Now we're getting some decays. But there are a lot of situations where he is legitimately the best choice. And now they can crit, so now they're killing me off. And I intentionally was not trying to kill anything. But yeah, Enoch being dead, now this crit happy lady doing her thing. Alright, what do we got going on? What? What's up, honey?
Nothing. I was just coming to see how you are.
Oh, honey. Well, we're waiting on the kit reveal. Did you see the message from Sam's teacher?
Yes.
We're very excited. Are you going to be able to grab him? Or do you, okay. Yeah, dude, and you're just scratching the surface on the dots too. Like you can get some crazy amounts with him. And especially if dots is what you're after. So like you're never gonna ever have to worry about a dot challenge in ever again in Galactic Challenges or anywhere else where it says to put a certain number of dots. Like between Darth Vader and Lord Vader, you got that shit handled so fucking easily. It's not even funny. It's not even fair. But yeah, Lord Vader takes a little bit sometimes to get him going, but man, once he's going, he's freaking going. Oh, I did not see the link, but where did you send it? I guess first of all, because I'm not seeing a link here in the chat. Did you send it on Discord? On Twitch, it didn't come through. You have me on Discord, don't you, Sopper? Yeah, you have me. Send it to me on Discord, buddy. And then we'll head straight over to the kit reveal. And we'll have story time with Buck. Everybody's favorite time. Where Buck will read you a nice, soothing, soft, gentle kit reveal in a Mr. Rogers type voice. I mean, if you don't know who Mr. Rogers is, I guess I'm showing my age. He's been dead for a while, I think. And I don't know if Mr. Rogers was international or not. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Thanks, sweetheart. All right, lovely stuff here. Okay, well, we're not gonna go that route with it. All right, perfect. Well, this is what we've been waiting for, so we will. Here we go. I love Maroc and roll, so put another dime in the jukebox, Vady. Okay, so we are being absolutely dad jokey puntastic with this, and I tell you what, I'm here for it. I am here for it. So, but yeah, Sopper, thank you for letting us know what's up, buddy. If you ever need to send me something like that, just do it on the Discord, since we've got a whisper going on there. It'll let me open it up just as easy. Okay, so here we go. Support Inquisitorius Mercenary Unaligned Force User. So, I mean, I feel like we had this answer already, but confirmed Inquisitorius tag for Maroc. Mercenary Inquisitorius support character designed to work with both squads with a heavy emphasis on mercenary. The Omicron greatly helps Inquisitors beat the Third Sister Shard mission in Rise of the Empire territory battle. Okay. So if you're in a guild that's struggling, apparently this could be a solution. If you're struggling to get Third Sister Shards. That's cool. That's cool. No, I do not have my own Discord server. Like Bones and Egnards host me on their Discords. So I have my own channels on their Discords, but I don't have my own Discord yet. I'm just not big enough to justify it quite just yet, but maybe someday. Okay. Maroc benefits from more stacks of Soldier of Fortune in multiple ways, such as his special inflicting ability block, reducing enemy offense when attacking out of turn, or applying additional stacks of Purge and expose all enemies. All right, Maroc, as seen in Ahsoka, was a mysterious and interesting figure who worked with Balin Skull and Shin Hati for the Great Mothers to liberate Grand Emerald Thrawn. While the look of this character is based on his appearance on the Ahsoka show, his abilities will also synergize with Inquisitors. We only ever see him fight in the Ahsoka time frame, so animations and ability names are inspired from that appearance. We all love the Marok spinning lightsaber move in the show, so made sure to give the character some love by including it in the kit. Merrick is part of Balin's Skill Mercenary Squad. Okay, is that supposed to be Balin's skull? Because I hear skill and I'm like, oh, that'll be good in Marvel Strike Force. And then, you know. Yes, he can be used with Inquisitors with a territory battle Omicron, which will help with the Third Sister mission. So that's actually a pretty big deal. That is actually a very big deal. Merrick is part of Balin's Skills Mercenary Squad, which relies on gaining stacks of Soldier of Fortune. With his unique ability, Merrick enables his mercenary allies to apply Purge on enemies. Oh, that's cool. And he himself gains stacks of Fortune in return. Instead of on return, we're going to say in return. Since he also interacts with purges on enemies, he can be a valuable part of an Inquisitorious squad as well. If Merrick consumes max stats of Purge using Desperate Getaway, the cooldown is reset, so prioritizing the right target is vital. How to acquire Merrick? Merrick's marquee event begins on October 3rd at 11 a.m. Pacific time in-game. So just to look at a calendar, that's Wednesday. No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Okay. What character is required for the Merrick event? Shin Hati will be required to enter into the Merrick event from Tier 2 onwards. She can be at any investment for Tiers 1 through 6. Both characters need to be R5 for the final tier. Is Merrick required for GL Ahsoka? Nope. Is he required for Balin's Skull? Yes. Relic 7. How does he fit into the Inquisitorious squad? Merrick's ability to dispel debuffs on an Inquisitorious ally on consuming Purge is a very helpful ability that happens quite frequently. Okay. And this is from the designer, Capital Games Guardian, CG Guardian. Designing Merrick was very interesting and exciting. From his first appearance in the show, I was very intrigued by him because of his mysterious design. The way he spins his lightsaber, the way he duels with Ahsoka, and the way he disappears with green smoke when defeated. All of them very cool and very interesting. One of the fun challenges in designing Merrick was how to make him fit with both Inquisitors and mercenary squads. Yeah. I mean, you would take out 5th or maybe 8th, but I wouldn't want to take out 8th. Actually, I don't even want to take out 5th. I think that, you know, like they said, they're heavily emphasizing the mercenary squad, so yeah, they're probably making it such a hard choice, but it is what it is. We wanted Merrick to have benefits based on Purge as well as the new status effect Soldier of Fortune. Since his primary team is supposed to be the mercenaries, we ultimately decided to bring Purge in the mercenary squad. Although Purge is not directly advantageous to some of the other mercenary allies, applying Purge on enemies gives Soldier of Fortune stacks to Merrick, and that gives out benefits to the squad. Okay. Spinning Slash, I love the animation. The animation is pretty awesome. And this is his basic, so we're going to see that animation quite a bit. Deal special damage to the target enemy. If the enemy had a stack of Purge, inflict tenacity down for 1 turn. If it's Merrick's turn, all mercenary allies gain defense up for 1 turn. Otherwise, inflict 3 stacks of Purge on the target enemy. I mean, depending, we'll read what the Omicron says when we come across it. I assume it's going to be in his unique, because he's only got a basic, 1 special, and then the unique. So we'll scope that out and see what it says. But yeah, I think if you're in a guild that's still trying to get Reva at this point, he's definitely going to be worth investing in for sure. I mean, and it's cool that independent of Balin's Skull and all the other things, he might be worth investing if it makes the event that much easier. What day do we see? Unfortunately, what day do we do? I think, see, and I don't think we're going to be able to test his Omicron out in that event until the next territory battle. Do you know what I'm saying? Because his event doesn't release till Thursday, and I'm pretty sure, well, Yeah, his event, the wave, unless you're staying on Tatooine for multiple days, you're not going to be able to test it this time. Or I'm not going to be able to test the Omicron. I will, however, I will test it the next time. I will test it on stream the next time because, I mean, I don't really struggle with the Riva event anyways. But yeah, give me till the next thing, and I will 100% cough up the Omicron to test it out for you guys. If you want me to. If I get enough, like, no, you don't need to do that, that's fine, but I'm willing to do that. Okay, so here we go. Final text on Desperate Getaway. Because it's an Omicron, you know, that's not something to be taken lightly. And I'm going to be picking up quite a few, especially, you know, buying his pack on Thursday that has the 5 and getting the Omicrons from the event and stuff like that. Deal special damage to all enemies and deal an additional instance of damage to the target enemy. Exposes target enemy for 1 turn. If Merrick has 20 or more stacks of Soldier of Fortune, inflict ability block on all enemies with Purge for 1 turn. So that's a mass ability block, potentially. That's pretty cool. Consumes all stacks of Purge on the target enemy. If 6 stacks were consumed this way, reset this ability's cooldown. For each stack of Purge consumed, grant advantage to a random mercenary ally who doesn't have it for 2 turns. Okay. Here we go. Unique 1, Masked Hunter Zeta Omicron. At the start of the battle, Marok gains 30% max health and protection and 50% potency. At the start of his turn, Marok inflicts defense down for 1 turn on a random enemy with Purge, which can't be evaded or resisted. Whenever another mercenary ally uses a special ability, Marok will assist. Okay. Whenever Marok scores a critical hit, all mercenary allies gain 5% offense, stacking, maxing 100% until the end of the encounter. Okay, so obviously crit chance. Future spoil. Okay, well, I mean, we can. Oh, God, yeah. Full on. Here it is. Here's the Omicron. At the start of the battle, Marok gains 2 stacks of Soldier of Fortune for each enemy present. If Marok is present, enemies can't be revived. All Inquisitorious allies are immune to percent-based health damage. There you go. Thermal detonators and the dots aren't going to do shit to you. And while an enemy has Purge, they can't recover health and protection. Inquisitorious allies attacks deal additional true damage. Yeah, full auto. The dots do nothing. The thermals do nothing. Yeah, full auto. Yeah, they're dots in the Riva mission. Whenever you attack, you get a stack of dots. Crazy. But it's a cheap investment to make it easier to get those shards for Riva, and unfortunately, it's one of those investments that is eventually you're not going to get a return on anymore. But there's a lot of planets where you get effects like that. So it could be one of those deals where yes, he makes the Riva mission just amazing, but then he makes other missions very, very simple. Like this will help on Dathomir quite a bit. This will help out a lot on Dathomir, I think, too. If Marok is present, enemies can't be revived. So that's the Dathomir has that one Night Sister effect where after 10 turns, everybody revives. Right there, that's going to help out quite a bit to that. Immune to percent-based health damage, so Purge isn't going to do anything to you. Or not Purge, but Blight, or whatever the hell Talzin does. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. This Omicron alone, if you're in a guild who's still striving for Riva, this Omicron alone, if you have enough people in the guild that have it, could save you months of having to do the Riva event in territory battle. Literal months. That's awesome. I'm a big fan of that. So kudos to CG for putting that in his kit. Unique 2, Soldier of Fortune Merrick. At the start of the battle, Merrick gains 1 stack of Soldier of Fortune, per Jedi or light side unaligned Force user enemy. So I think this is a bit of a call out to JMK. We were kind of getting hints that JMK was going to be a target for Balin, so I think we might be seeing that a little bit now. Also, probably Ahsoka, the GL Ahsoka. I'm not sure that this team is going to be a hard counter to GL Ahsoka. That's not something I want to assume, but there's definitely some call-outs for those sort of teams. And Rey, too, to be honest with you. A little bit of call-outs towards Rey, too. Anyway, and JML. At the start of each mercenary ally's turn, they gain 2% defense penetration for each stack of Soldier of Fortune they have until the end of their turn. So that could be quite a bit of defense pen overall over the course of a fight. Marok gains a stack of Soldier of Fortune for each stack of Purge inflicted by another mercenary ally. Okay, so that could ramp up pretty quick. He loses 3 stacks whenever he uses Desperate Getaway. Every time a mercenary ally gains a stack of Soldier of Fortune, they recover 5% health and protection. Okay, unique 3 patience. Final text. At the start of the battle, if all allies minimum 3 are Inquisitorious, okay, this character gains 20% max health, max protection, and potency. Okay, so he's got uniques for each team type he can be into. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Dispel debuffs from a random Inquisitorious ally whenever a stack of Purge is consumed or dispelled by any Inquisitorious ally. That's awesome. When an enemy damages this character with an attack while attacking out of turn, that enemy gains a stack of Purge max 6, which cannot be evaded or resisted. Whenever Purge is consumed or dispelled on an enemy, this character gains 3% turn meter. Wow. This is reading as a game changer character in a lot of different ways. If you're not going for Balin and you're still working on Inquisitors and Reva, I think I can blindly say that you're going to want this character. This is an absolute booster. And yeah, I will probably end up using him for the most part with Balin, but yeah, that's an absolute booster unit for the Inquisitors too. And it might end up, as we get more mercenaries with more Soldier of Fortune abilities and stuff like that, it might be that Marok gets kicked to Inquisitors. I could definitely see that. I think it'll be months, if not a year or 2 away from that being a thing, but he's definitely probably the second most transformative potential Inquisitor character since Reva. Reva completely changed that team, and this guy is completely going to revitalize it as well. But we'll be able to test him with an Inquisitor team in 5v5 next week. So that's something to look forward to. That is definitely something to look forward to. If you have a QA, if you want to ask a question, they'll do the QA response here in a day or 2. If you have a question you want to ask, there's the link in the kit reveal. I can't think of a question. They did a good job explaining everything. It's very thorough. But yeah, this is huge. Oh, did we read this, or did we just skip down to the bottom because Sopper said spoiler alert? I don't think we read this. This is not looking familiar. 30% max health protection, 50% potency. We read up to here, and then I saw Sopper go, spoiler alert, Reva mission on auto. And I'm like, well, that is worthy of attention right now. Whenever Marok scores a critical hit, all mercenaries sacks. Okay, we read that. Whenever an enemy resists the debuffs, all mercenary allies. Ooh, so there's some potential turn meter looping going on here. Whenever another mercenary ally uses an ability on their turn, inflict a stack of Purge on the target enemy, which can't be resisted. Whenever a mercenary ally reaches 20% health for the first time, they gain damage immunity for 1 turn. Okay. So there is a little bit of like Terran Malicos-y, Rey sort of. That's a huge thing. There's not a whole lot of dark side teams that give out damage immunity. So for him to be one of them that's pretty awesome. When Merrick has 20 or more stacks of Soldier of Fortune, whenever he attacks at a turn, reduce the offense of the enemy target by 20% until the end of their next turn. Okay, so you can really end up, you could cut somebody down to size, soften them up quite a bit. If Merrick has 40 or more stacks of Soldier of Fortune, whenever he attacks at a turn, apply additional 3 stacks of Purge on all enemies, and using Desperate Getaway will expose all enemies for 2 turns. Wow. But yeah, this is so big. This is so big. That is completely awesome. So, and good. Just, I mean, you have to be Relic 7, I think, for the Riva event, so you're not going to be able to take him in there at low stars and get it done. But that is a fantastic reason to invest in him. It really is. If you're not going for Balin, like Shin, if you're not going for Balin right now and you're going to wait till it's completely free to farm, cool, understandable, on board with it. But if you're not going for Balin, Marok has reasons to invest in him, for sure, where Shin doesn't really. Shin, if you're not going for Balin, you can skip Shin completely. She's not needed for anything. She does some cool stuff, like in Territory Wars, her Omicron giving the 50% health and protection can be used to boost any team right from the get-go. So there is that, but yeah, you can skip her completely. But this guy, on the other hand, I mean, he could be worth it. He could be worth it now. Again, it's a shame that you can't take that in at low stars, or low relics for that matter. If you're going to invest in him, you have to invest in him to get everything out of him. But pretty cool character reveal. Pretty cool kit. And yeah, this is such a giant icing on the cake sort of situation. This makes me happy. Oh yeah, the icons look like they're probably reversed, maybe. I don't know. We've come across a couple of spelling errors and grammatical errors. Somebody didn't run spell check before they copied and pasted this to the website. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, these icons are for sure reversed, I think. Or the videos are. One of them's. Although they mentioned the cloud of green smoke, but that was when he died. So yeah, they definitely screwed up something. The videos are swapped. Yeah. Oh yeah, and this is an AOE. Yeah, deal special damage to the target enemy. But that is deal special damage to all enemies. Yeah, they've got this all screwed up. They'll fix it. The animations are swapped. Rising Crumbs Clues posts on Reddit before this. So try to figure out when the quick view will drop. And depending on past kit reveal. Happy to see this guy will work with him. Will Balin inflict purge? He should. Right? Didn't we get that sense? Of course, why that guy didn't send it through that. Let's see here. I mean, he should, right? If I'm remembering how we read this. Yeah, whenever another mercenary ally is using an ability on their turn, inflict a stack of purge on the target enemy which can't be resisted. Yeah. Any mercenary will be able to inflict purge because of this unique. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna be a pretty deadly character. I'm excited. And because he's inquisitorious, I mean there are definite ways we can test him out in Squad Arena on Thursday. We can definitely do a little playtime, I think. Yeah, I think people are like, ooh, look at the pretty pictures, and they're kind of skimming it. But yeah, I mean, I read it to you guys story time. Like a nice story. But yeah, right here, I remembered it. Whenever another mercenary ally uses an ability on their turn, inflict a stack of purge. This is going to be a lot of purge. And then if you remember, let's get back to the game real quick. If you remember our favorite gal pal, I have eyes on them. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Inflict offense down to vulnerable for 2 turns. Shin Haiti gains 10% critical avoidance. Stacking max 50% for the rest of the encounter. Whenever each of these debuffs are resisted. All mercenary allies gain 30% protection up, blah, blah, blah. There was it this one? We'll take it from here. Yes. If target enemy is inflicted with Purge, Shin Haiti inflicts buff immunity on them for 2 turns and deals 10% bonus damage for each stack of Purge they have. So this ability right here is going to start getting nuts. Oh, there's the kid. Hang on. All right, I think he's calmed down enough now. But yeah, we're gonna start seeing some crazy damage out of her for sure. I'm very excited. That's a great kit reveal. Now I'm hoping we get Balin's next week. I really, really, really hope we get Balin's next week. GBA up who we know, bro, we know. Leader of the pack. So we'll have that unlocked on Thursday. But yeah, I'm. Did he cover his mouth? All right, honey. We're all waiting to see the. We're all waiting to see the photo. Yeah, dude, he's gonna be a cool character, and as a fan of the Inquisitors, I'm excited to see it. Hi, buddy. What's going on? Are you coming to say hi? Do you want to lean in and say hi? Well, here's the real kid. Here's the real kid right here. What's going on, mister? This chair doesn't really make it easy for you to get into my lap, does it? Did he do it?
No, but it's cute.
Is it cute? Oh, you look grumpy, buddy. You look grumpy. He didn't do it, but he's very stoic. very, very stoic. It's okay. Is this his class photo? Why do I feel like they used his class photo for his picture?
No, I don't.
Did they zoom and crop? Let me see. Are you comparing?
No.
Oh, no, it's got a back. I'm letting they could Photoshop that shit, but.
Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Very good picture, buddy. Good picture day. He didn't do it. He didn't do the. Maybe it's just for us. Although there was a picture his teacher sent on. There's this classroom chat app called Class Dojo, and we got a picture of him and some of his buddies, and he was peace, flashing gang signs. All right, we're gonna have to use a different team. I think we'll bring in Gungans to kill these guys. They're just whatever reason, they just have a hard on for taking out Enoch. And now that they can crit, hey, we got one stack there, so I mean we'll take it. So yeah, huge kit reveal. Very, very excited for that. Again, I am really hoping they give us Balin's next week. Because they've been dropping enough hints, but I want to see how it reads. I want to see how it reads, his kit, because they're saying brutal tank that gets stronger as the fight goes on. So yeah, I'm very sweet. I wish I could have 2 Banes on one account. Wouldn't that be a fun little thing, to have 2 Banes on one account and you throw them in together against anything, and so they're feeding off of each other, they're rule-a-2ing themselves? Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? That would just be fun. It would be, I mean, I would probably break the universe, to be honest with you. What did I say I was going to do here now? Gungans? Yeah. Since we need to get kills with Gungans, we might as well start. Oh, I'm gonna have to go here pretty soon. But since we got the kit reveal, super happy about that. But I need to go take more medicine. My sinuses are really starting to hurt. What did I say I was going to grab? This one, Assertive Command. That's got some good uses on it. Yeah, I will 100% spend the Omi. So if you guys are curious about it, I will 100% spend the Omi to find out, to show you guys, like, is it doing what it says? Like, is it actually living up to the hype or not? But yeah, I have no problem spending that Omicron. Yeah, I will 100% find out. Yeah, it would have been so nice for them to be able to time that to where we could find out now instead of having to wait a whole TB cycle. Oh, I think it's gonna be huge. I think it's an absolute game changer, and I'm legitimately happy they're doing that. But again, you are going to have to get that character to 7 stars and Relic 7 to be able to use them on the Reva mission, unless they're going to also do something to lighten that. Because, I mean, yeah, that's one of those Omicrons that... Oh, all of it 100% should auto it. What would make it even fucking better is if they would let you pick Reva to be the lead in that event. The whole thing where the required character that needs to be present being forced into the leader slot all the time is kind of dumb. They should just make it to where you can't launch the mission unless they're present, which means you should, if you were able to put Reva in the lead if you already had her, like I do, like it would already make that event cakewalk. But for people who are starting to look towards getting her, and for future generations coming into this game and working on Inquisitors, that is 100% just such a huge and very easy Omicron investment to make. Of course, you'd be looking at, hey, can everybody in the guild, all 50 of you guys, get this character up and running, get the Omicron on? I mean, if that happens, you will be unlocking Riva in 3 months. 3.5 months, you would unlock Riva. It took me 9 to 10 months, I think, to get her unlocked. No, maybe not that long. Maybe 6 months. I can't remember. It's been a while. And we did the unlock in my guild before, after the event was bugged for the longest time at the beginning of it when it first came out. It had the thermals weren't being applied properly for a couple of months. So if you were able to hit that event day one, then you had a huge advantage. You were getting lots and lots and lots and lots of shards easier than once they fixed it. So the Riva mission, you start off against, and depending on platoons and stuff like that, you start off against a wave, like it's this team. You start off against these Jawas right here, but then there also might be a pirate depending on if you deactivated the event with your platoons or not. So if you filled up all the platoons and you'll get rid of the pirate. And then more or less they get a turn. They'll do something, and then your character, depending on what happens, like it can be a nothing burger where you might get a thermal detonator or two and a little bit of damage done to every character, or it's possible for them to completely stun your whole team. Like there's any number of things that can happen, but you more or less do that, and then your goal is to get enough stacks of purge to when Grand Inquisitor gets his turn, and you want this to happen as quickly as possible. He will do his ready to die, which will give speed up and tenacity up, which will hopefully shut down the dots and shut down the thermals. And then you have to kill the Jawas before the thermals you have on you start detonating. And you can, of course, cleanse the dots with Grand Inquisitor, and you can heal with Ninth Sister or 8th, 7th, whatever sister. Wicked Witch of the West sister, whatever. That's, with the pointy nose and the little robot. I can't remember what number she is. Can't remember. But to me, she reminds me of the Wicked Witch of the West. I don't know why. But then you finish that wave, and then you fight JMK. And it's one of those things where if you go in there, if you get to the second mission with Grand Inquisitor alive, and you can throw heals out and stuff like that real fast, it's very easy to do. It's a very easy fight. And then now that, he can't heal, there's also going to be some protection that even if you do miss somebody or lose somebody along the way, like with him not being able to heal himself, that's the biggest hurdle to killing him is he starts doing his move that gives damage immunity, and then eventually he's just going to be immune way too much. He'll start popping ultimates and getting mastery up and things like that. So the issue I'm going to have is deciding who to drop. I'm kind of leaning towards 5th Brother, because 8th Brother with the grenades will blind Kenobi, but you can also ability block and cleanse your own team. But I guess Marok's going to have a passive cleanse, so to me, it seems like 5th Brother might be the one to go. You could possibly kick Wicked Witch of the West out, maybe. I mean, you could also just not. Maybe I should do it this way. I normally take Riva in. Maybe I kick Riva out. Well, but then who's going to be my tank? I'd have to bring in Ninth Sister to do the tanking, because you do kind of sort of want to tank. But bringing, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out when we're there. I mean, I'll let you guys decide what composition you want me to use. Oh, can we try Imperial? Kind of debating here. Because they're going to shut down Revive as long as the shield generator's up. So they won't be able to really farm a whole lot of kills. Yeah, I could do it without Riva. I could do it without Riva for sure. Kick Fifth Brother out, throw in Marok, and then have Ninth Sister in place of Riva. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Just remind me when we get there. Just remind me when we get there. Just help me remember, because, like I said, I think we're 2 weeks out from being able to test that, which sucks. This would actually be one of those situations where them releasing the marquee event sooner would be very beneficial, because I would be able to test it to like this round, but that's not going to be the case with the event not coming out till Thursday. Oh, yeah, here's the decay farm right here. This is 100% a decay farm. Well, and I think a lot of those people that are dumbfounded probably have their Rivas already. And so it doesn't matter to them. What they're not taking into account is that this is an absolute massive catch-up mechanism for guilds that don't have them, and for guilds in the future. You know, you think about it in a year from now, or, you know, whenever it is that Marok will be double drop farmable. You know, new guilds and new players that have come along in that time will now all of a sudden have a very simple way, quick way to catch up to other guilds getting Riva. You know, it's huge. It's huge. People who are upset about it are just being gatekeepers. It's just like getting pissed at people who are able to buy the freaking Lightspeed bundles that got you Ray and SOKR faster. You know, like, why are you upset about something you didn't have any possibility to take advantage of? Yeah, it's gatekeeping. To me, it's 100% gatekeeping. Well, in general, TB Omis are kind of useless. I mean, their history is spotted. The history is a little spotted. The best TB Omicron I think we've ever gotten was Rolos. Rolos is awesome. Jedi Knight Cals are awesome. I'm trying to think. Cassian Indoors on paper looked to be amazing. To me, turned out to be a dud. I wish I never would have bought it. That's one of the only ones that I think those are the three that I have. I don't have that many TB Omicrons. And like, because I thought this was supposed to be updated to be a GAC Omicron, but it's still been showing TB. like this is for what this gives you. This gives you a lot for TB, but you're talking about. Um, if you want to treat CMs as they're useless, I guess that's your prerogative, but I mean, why are you costing yourself stars? Like, that's my thing. I know a lot of guilds get all of their stars more or less based off of deployments and based off of platoons, and that's fine. They're kind of set up that way to give you a whole bunch of points, but command missions also get you special rewards. They unlock special planets. They unlock special territories. There's a lot to command missions. And, I mean, you're only going to hurt your guild in the long run if you just ignore missions for too long. Uh-huh. You are 100% correct in your math, my friend. Yeah, that's a weird position to take. Arnold's streaming right now, and as soon as I wrap up, well, Arnold's doing the kit reveal, and Arnold's doing GAC. Arnold's doing his Arnold thing. Or did he do his last round of GAC already? Because I know he skipped it the other day where he wasn't able to do it live, so he just did a video. I mean, look at me. I'm working late today. Sam's home and I'm still streaming. I'm working late. Oh no, I'm trying to use my energy. Sam's having his afternoon snack and watching a movie. He doesn't want anything to do with me yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a very odd position to take. Frankly, I don't see how anybody can look at that Merrick TB Omicron and not see it as a good thing. Is a weird take for me as well. Like that Omicron is an absolute good thing. It's going to benefit a lot of people, and it's going to benefit the future generations of players coming in that we're going to need to keep this game alive. So it's a very, very, That is 100% a TB Omicron. I think just on paper I will recommend, and I will test it as soon as I am able to. Well, here's the thing. The more people that have Riva, guess what? The harder GAC becomes, the harder Territory Wars becomes. And that's something a lot of people don't want, is they want that gatekeeping to keep advantages in places where it's, oh, well, we earned it, you know? If your raid team isn't finished off by now, there's probably not much point in finishing it off. If your raid teams at this point in the life of the Naboo raid aren't done, you're better off not spending any materials. This raid's not going to. It's been here a while. It's not going to be around forever. Odds are most guilds are at to or close to the maximum crate they're ever going to get. They're taking a Beck team to R9. I mean, if they're pushing for the max crate, whatever, okay, I can maybe possibly potentially get behind that, but the Beck team is, to my mind, the worst team in GA or in that raid. I would not waste materials. I mean, it's not. It was a couple months ago. It was when it was new and they gave us plenty of warning to get ready for it and blah blah blah, and started giving us the teams and the characters. Definitely the most important thing. If your guild is not established, like this is our farmable crate by now, then you get what I'm saying. Like, you should be dialed in by now. And the Beck team is not a team to be throwing R9 on. The benefit to the Beck team having R9 is he's the worst team. He's the worst team, in my opinion. He's absolutely the worst team. If they're getting max crate, why do they care about him putting up 16 million every raid? To make up for crate raid, which is 2 raids ago now at this point? Did they skip Endor? Like, I'm very confused. I'm very confused. I'm sorry, but any guild that wants me to waste materials just to punish me is not a guild I'm sticking around in. That's just my opinion. On my other account, I quit a guild because an idiot guild officer wouldn't let go of the fact that I missed 600. What is the best first ship ability to use in raid if they don't have the attack after every one of your turn thingy? Oh, right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he's right. I mean, you can make a case if you're doing like the Lumi team to use the one that gives you the undispellable potency up. You can make a case for it, but yeah, the one that gives you the massively overpowered lets you knock through that wave in a hurry. So yeah, that's generally the one you want to go to. But you can make a case for the potency up depending on your team. But yeah, that one I like to save myself. But yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying you can make a case for the Lumi team and the potency up thing being the one that you use instead of the first one, but I use the first one. I'm just throwing out both sides of the picture. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm doing all that shit. You know, just giving full disclosure here. Okay, so yeah, there's it's situational, but yeah, in general, Graxy as always is 100% right. Use that first one. Okay, so I just want to double check myself that I'm completely correct that I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, because we will 3-star this today. We will 3-star that tomorrow, which will mean on Wednesday we will be here doing this event, and this planet will not be available to us before Marok comes out. So yeah, it's going to have to be the next TB, and I apologize, but that gives everybody a chance to, farm as many shards and then decide if they want to wail on him all the way. But yeah, so there we go. All right, I am going to get out of here and go take some more cold medicine and relax and try to kick this thing before it gets any worse. Because damn, whatever it is, it's kicking my ass. Could be COVID. I don't know. I think my wife's got COVID tests laying around somewhere, but because she's a nurse, she would keep COVID tests here at the house and test us if we had symptoms, so we wouldn't send somebody off to school with COVID and whatever. So I think we have some COVID tests still laying around. As much as I love shoving a Q-tip up my nose to touch my brain, sometimes it's those things you have to do. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here and take some more medicine and try to chill. Because, yeah, I definitely want to kick this cold or whatever it is in a hurry. Because it's wiping me out, man. And I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything today, so I need to go get a snack. And my old fat ass doesn't do good with an empty-ish stomach. But, yeah, we will it's kind of aggravating me that I can't test that this week. But it is what it is. We'll test it. We'll test it in 2 weeks, I swear to God, guys. I will put the Omi on so you don't have to. 100% put the Omi on so you guys don't have to if it turns out to be a nothing burger. But I don't think it's going to be. That to me, that is very game-changing for guilds still going after Riva. The question is that alone worth wailing on the character? It could be. It could be. And I can see there'll probably be some guilds that'll be like, we need you to get this up and running, and you have X amount of days. I can see that for sure. But thank you for being here, guys. Sorry the GACs weren't more exciting. Sometimes it's just the way she goes. But, yeah, we'll be in tomorrow for more Conquest, more TB, and all that other stuff. And I think we should be kicking. I think we're kicking off a raid tonight, too, so maybe I'll toss that into the rotation. But, yeah, for now, I'm going to go and relax, try to get to feel better, go say hi to the kiddo. And, yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Be more of the normal time than anything else. Like 1 in the afternoon-ish. I started a little early today because of Marok and all that other stuff. But, yeah, you guys take it easy. We will, oh, shit, I got to do TB stuff. Well, I got to finish here, and then I got to do TB stuff on the other guild, too. I better go do that before I say goodbye because this is the only place that account lives is on this computer. So I at least want to get something done. I know it's first phase, and it's not super hard to get the 3 stars, but I should at least scope it out, right? Yeah, we're going to go scope this out real quick. It's light side Hoth, right? Is that what we're doing? Light side Hoth? Yeah, I damn near forgot. Damn near forgot about this. Also haven't touched the Galactic Challenge on here either. So, but we'll do TB and then I'm gonna roll out. Hoth Rebel Assault. Here we go. I was about to say I would not be shocked if we were already at 3 stars. What do we got here? Phoenix only. Perfect. Let's get some for the crew. I think we could probably pull out of this, right? Hello, Theodore. What's going on, pup? All right, well, that was super easy, as expected. And hopefully auto with this as well. All right, get out of here, Teddy. Get out of here. You're stinking up the joint. If you're not going to hop up here and say hi to everybody, then you just... I don't know why you're staring at me like that. Do you need to go out? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, the dog has decreed to me that he needs to go outside and use the bathroom, so I'm going to handle that. Since my wife covered the last one, and she got little Samuel off the van. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Pretty awesome phase 1. We'll catch you tomorrow, guys. Hopefully I'm feeling better, and got something big to look forward to on Thursday. I'm very excited to tackle the Marok event. Very excited. I was excited already because that just means we're that much closer to Balin, but I'm now super excited because his kit was super cool. But yeah, we will catch all of you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Good luck with all your Conquest and TB and all that fun stuff we got today. It's a busy Monday. We'll just keep it rolling on. We'll catch you tomorrow for sure. And yeah, Teddy is just gnawing at my hand. He's enjoying being petted, but he's also trying to play because he's just a puppy and his teeth hurt. He doesn't know his teeth hurts because he's a damn dog. But yeah, let me get this dog to the bathroom. We'll see you later, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Bye-bye now.